Hello everyone, this is Mr. Speak, and today I'm going to be doing a review on One Piece 639 Protect Everything. And we start where we left off, namely Hody has stabbed Vanderdecken and he's definitely in pain. Now, we get a quick little fight with Vanderdecken versus Hody. He was able to touch Hody in their little confrontation. And he sent some weapons, he sent an axe at him. And I think we finally get confirm what's going to happen when his power, when Vanderdecken dies, namely that his power is going to disappear. But Vanderdecken seems to be okay with this, but he's still pissed that Hody betrayed him. However, one thing that happens here is like another quick confrontation. The axe that Vanderdecken fired is coming back, and Vanderdecken himself tries to attack Hody. It fails. Hody catches his leg between his mouth, and the axe, which is coming back, is, well, I think this is like finally somebody using, something to stop Hody's powers, stop Vanderdecken's powers. Hody uses Vanderdecken to block the axe, and it appears that it slices him clean through. So, a pretty violent way to end, but apparently he's dead. And it looks like the ship is going down. Hody's not at all fazed by this. He wants it to go down and pop the bubble because apparently the Fishman District will still be okay, which is something kind of weird to note. I thought, the Fishman District was a part of Fishman Island, so yeah. Really curious note on that. And he plans to go and kill Shirahoshi before everything's said and done as far as the bubble goes. Hody goes down and attacks them Fukaboshi brothers, I think they're called. And anyway, he's about to take down Shirahoshi. However, one person won't have it, namely Luffy. He uses a new move called Snake Shot. His arms kind of wavy. I don't know if he grabs it or like he attacks Hody or something along those lines, but Hody is definitely in pain. In any case, I'm trying to look and see what happened to Hody. It looks to be that he was merely knocked off. Then again, Luffy does comment that he's in water. So yeah. Anyway, Hody's not at all phased. He's not phased for that long. He's about to attack Luffy again. But Luffy does not look worried at all, even underwater. He comments that this is what those 2 years were for. Anyway, we cut back to can't remember this. I can't say this guy's name right. Wadatsumi. Yeah, Wadatsumi. Anyway, he's crying that Vanderdecken abandoned him and is apparently just going to kill him. He's having a little skirmish with the Kraken. And, he's crying and everything. But what happens here is something that's a little troubling. Namely that one of the Hody pirates gives him an energy steroid. And he promptly uses it to attack the Kraken. And apparently it did a pretty powerful blow. Kraken he looks to be locked out. I mean, damn. In any case, what we see here is definitely something funny. Wadatsumi tries to attack Jinbei and fails. Jinbei blocks it with a kick and hurts the giant's hand. However, another thing to note is that he was about to fall on Nami, and this, of course, pisses Sanji off, and he kicks the giant back up. So we definitely see how much stronger Sanji has gotten. He's able to kick a giant of that size back up to full height, and he doesn't seem adversely affected by it at all. So I don't know how tough giants are, how durable they are, especially concerning a pacifista, but still, he was able to easily injure him and kick a giant back up to full height. We've seen it done before, but then again, this is like against an opponent that's about a tenth at best this guy's size, maybe even lower than that. So, and it's a confirmed fight that's about to go down. It's Wadatsumi versus Sanji and Jinbei. Honestly, I think one would have been enough from what we've seen. But everybody's just like freaking out because this definitely doesn't appear to be a fair fight as far as Wadatsumi is concerned, even with the energy steroid. Anyway, another guy apparent here is going crazy. And it's the swordman that we saw before, like the poisoned octopus guy. He's apparently attacking all the humans that were on Hodi's crew. And he's just going on like this crazy rampage. He's about to attack Robin. Robin, I don't know. It kind of has like one of those moments where it's kind of like the stoic worried about something, or the stoic surprised face, where it's just like, okay, they still have the same face on, but now there's an exclamation point. It was like, oh crap, he's coming. Or and then when Zoro comes and steps in, and she's like, hmm. But we don't see is that very stoic look. Well, this one's we don't see her face at all, but still we can assume. In any case, they clash, knock him away. In any case, this is another fight where apparently they're not worried at all. They're treating this like a warm-up. I don't know how good this guy is. He was shown to be a little bit above level from the other guys when Luffy just did like that one quick jet pistol to knock them all down. As opposed to the other two guys, this guy wasn't really that phased. So he might be a little bit above the average opponents, but again, I highly don't think he'll be much of a challenge. Again, it looks like, even Zoro comments on it, this is going to be just a warm-up before the new world. So that gives a little bit of insight to the new world and, these guys' strength as a whole. So, some questions that kind of got raised in this arc. Well, I suppose some answered questions is, when a user is killed, their devil fruit power dissipates. Now, some theories have been floating around like something crazy was going to happen, like either it would still keep going or, it will kind of go out of control. That was, what I was kind of, thought as well. But no, it just dissipates, and we definitely see that. Vanderdecken is dead, so as opposed to a clash with one of the Straw Hat Pirates, like it seemed it was building up to, no, Hody was the one that ended up mortally wounding him, and it was his own powers that eventually killed him. So, yeah, really grisly way to go, but that's the end of the story on Vanderdecken. In any case, another fight has been started, namely, I think the actual final battle of Luffy versus Hody. They had some skirmishes before, definitely one-sided on Hody's part. I mean, he was just getting knocked everywhere. But finally, we have one that seems just like it's going to end. It's going to end here, kind of confrontation. Luffy is definitely weak, but that's not deterring him in the slightest. And I definitely don't think Hody stands a chance in hell, even in the water. In any case, another fight has started. Two other fights have started. Zoro versus this octopus guy, and Sanji and Jinbei versus the giant Wadatsumi. I definitely don't think both of them need to be involved, but I suppose to limit the damage as much as they can, both of them should be involved. Wadatsumi, even with the energy steroids, is not that, he doesn't stand a chance. As far as Zoro versus the octopus guy Hyozo, I don't know how good this guy is. He's been shown to be at least above the level of the other guys, but at the same time, is that really enough? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Not in the least. Not in the slightest. So, I think within the next few chapters, we'll finally see something wrapping up. Still no word on Caribou. I really want to see that guy receive what's coming to him, because, yeah, yeah, I really don't like the idea of the whole slavery thing, especially within One Piece, especially of the mermaids who are, friendly and nice and all that. The only one that you could say wasn't friendly was Madame Shirley, and that was only because the vision she saw, and plus Luffy was kind of screwing around when they met, so that's the only unfriendly moment we've seen from any of the mermaids within Fishman Island. So, yeah, I really hope he gets dealt with soon, before they leave Fishman Island at the very least. So, I guess you could say not a lot happened at the same time. A lot did happen. We kind of see like the fights getting, sectioned off. Again, we see the fights getting sectioned off. It seems like these are going to be like the final battles within the Fishman Pirates. As far as what's going to happen in the ship, I'm not sure. I honestly hope something's done about it. Again, a lot of the theories have been floating around that the ship's going to be destroyed, the island's going to be saved, the island's going to be destroyed, the ship will be saved, or somewhere in between. and you know the in between has been kind of weird. I haven't looked up too much theories on that, but yeah, it's out there. So what do you think is going to happen? My theory is that it's going to be somewhat. They're going to be somewhat shocked at how tough these guys are, except for Watatsumi. He doesn't appear to be a challenge at all. They're not going to be much of a challenge, but they're still going to be surprised at how strong these guys are compared to when they, for what they first thought of them. I mean, yeah, they're not going to last very long, especially as far as Hody's concerned. He's definitely banking on too much on the power of his energy steroids. But again, these steroids do have a drawback. It could. I kind of think that Hody's going to end up feeling the drawback before his fight with Luffy ends or after his fight with Luffy ends. And ultimately, I think they're going to be what's going to kill him. At least, but not before he sees everything has been saved. So, in any case, it's going to end within the next few chapters. Or the next multiple chapters. I don't know how long this fight's going to go on. In any case, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you've ever seen my What's Next segment concerning One Piece, you'll have my theories about what's going to come next after this. Other than that, really not much more to comment on this video, so I'm going to cut off here. Anyway, this has been Mr. Speak, signing off.